After 4 hours of standing in this concrete block, after the police cutting everyone else out, I'm the last one here, and we have made our point for the day, but don't make us come back and do it again, because we will, and I definitely will.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
If you want to look really stupid, this is probably the best thing you can do. Literally stick yourself in cement for 4 hours, stood there like an idiot. Not only are they wasting law enforcement's time when there's people out there who actually need them, you know, someone's getting their flipping egg kicked in, they call the coppers and they say, sorry, we're just cutting some vegan out of cement for an hour. Won't they lose circulation doing that? Like, you know? If I was the police, I'd roll past and see him and say, fuck him, let him stay there. That's what they want to do. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Okay.
Screams like a girl but says they're trans. I'm confused, man. Listen, mental health is a real thing. It is. Listen, bring back bullying, normalise it to these people because they flipping need it.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
How many genders are there?
2. It's a spectrum, so like a lot.
Can you name me a few?
You can be man, female, you could be, there's so many. A demi-girl, a demi-boy.
This is a stupid question.
How many are there?
I don't want to participate anymore.
I don't think there's really an answer to that, given that gender is kind of a social construct, so it's different for every person and also in different cultures.
As many as you want to believe.
Can you name me like a few?
So there's a whole spectrum of them. Obviously,
there are many. There's a lot. So
name me a few.
There is male, female, genderqueer, non-binary. Obviously, the whole trans community is counted.
What? What the hell is going on? This ain't real. I can't believe this is real, man. And a lot of people are too scared to answer this question. Isn't that flipping mad?
So does taste justify forcing someone into a gas chamber and having their throat slit? Yes, so that means it's okay for me to force you into a gas chamber because I might like the taste of human meat. Yeah? Shame on you.
I was just wondering if you want to, I bought them for you. Would you like
bought them for me?
Just for you.
Do you know who that is?
It's my granddad's chicken, actually.
So that's a baby chicken?
No, it's an adult one. He's already died. Because he showed me. Does your baby want a nugget?
Imagine thinking that you're masculine for eating a baby who had their throat slit.
No, it's an adult. He already died.
Chickens are 6 weeks old when they're murdered. Yeah? Yeah, you feel good to be eating babies?
That's enough. Put down the mic.
Guys, do not be fooled by this girl. Because she's out here saying, you guys shouldn't eat meat. You shouldn't be taking down the pork. While this girl's on OnlyFans eating meat. So that's a hypocrite if you ask me. How can you be receiving the meat online for $4.99 a month, but she's out here telling guys they can't eat chicken nuggets? This girl needs to sort her life out.
Oh, he's back because this guy is so fucking triggered. He thinks that he's such a masculine. He's gonna get all the bros some babies to eat. Yeah.
Tash, can I have a photo? Can I have a photo?
This guy was a menace. But look, this is gonna happen when people try and force their opinions and agendas down your throat and in your face. Like, it's not gonna be taken serious half the time. People are just gonna try and wind you up. That happens with any opinion or agenda or religion, whatever the case is. And do you know what the most confusing part is? Why is she, I couldn't show it, obviously I had to crop it out because, you know, don't want to get demonetized, but she's literally like half naked in this. Like the top half, she's a flipping cow or whatever the fuck she is. Bottom half, it's like pants. Like, and she's talking to kids. Like, it's not the first time she's done this. You know, I'm confused. Like, why is she walking around half naked talking to kids, telling them not to eat meat when she takes meat online, wearing lingerie and all this stuff in public? I'm confused.
What gender do you think you are?
I'm a male.
Maybe I think you're a woman.
No, legally I'm a male. It says on my driver's license that I'm a male.
What if I say I don't believe you?
It doesn't matter.
What gender do you think I am?
I would assume you're female.
See, you're making assumptions.
Yes.
I identify as non-binary.
Respectfully, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
What pronouns should I use?
You should use they, them pronouns.
What if I don't?
If you don't, I would consider that disrespectful, and that's actually an act of violence to intentionally misgender someone.
Here we come to the issue. You just said that's an act of violence. That means it's an actionable offense. That means it's a crime. We have no idea how many pronouns there are. We can never know how many pronouns there are. And to not use a proper pronoun is an act of violence against them. Did you ask my pronouns before you sat down?
No, I didn't ask your pronouns.
You just talked about me being privileged. You understand? No one goes around asking pronouns before they speak with people.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Jesus. No, I don't rate myself. I'm sorry. You're 100. No. She's 100. I'm not gonna rate myself none because that shit don't matter. It matters what's up here, period. Mine. Let's go! I'm a real I got money, baby. This Chanel, 7 bands. This PBL, 10 bands. I'm a real bitch.
I thought it matters what's up here, and then you pointed to your BBL.
Listen. I'm a few daiquiris in.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
Let's be perfectly clear here. Everything she was bragging about, she didn't pay for that. That was some 8-year-old man with money paid for that. The only thing real in this video is the flipping microphone. That's it.
Okay, so trans species man who self-identifies as a deer accidentally shot by hunters. It's not an accident because he identified as a deer and they are deer hunting. I identify as a person that lives in a world where things like this aren't real. So let me say that I just can't believe this is real. But in the event that it is real, I'm happy that he was able to get the full deer experience.
I mean, you were kind of asking for it. I mean, you wanted to be a deer, you went out like one.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
To come out transgender is horribly difficult, and being transgender is about the bravest thing you can do. Did she deserve the award? 65? Yes.
Why are we mainstreaming delusion?
It's not delusion.
Why would you call it delusion?
Because Caitlyn Jenner, I'll call him Caitlyn Jenner.
No,
because
it's
that's
her. You're not being polite to the pronouns.
Because
disrespectful.
Okay, forget about the disrespect. Facts don't care about your feelings. It turns out that every chromosome, every cell in Caitlyn Jenner's body is male with the exception of some of his sperm cells. It turns out that his brain structure is male. It turns out that he still has all of his male appendages. How he feels on the inside is irrelevant to the question of his biological sex.
I don't agree with that. I'm not on that train. I'm not on that train. She wants to be called she. I'm going to call her she.
In terms of the science behind gender dysphoria, you're very familiar with that, Zoe.
Very familiar.
It's not about the the chromosomes within our
We both know
nuclei. Yeah, go ahead.
chromosomes don't necessarily mean you're male or female.
Gender.
I can't watch these anymore, man. Guys, can't do it. I can't. People comment on these videos all the time and say, Sam, I don't know how you do it every day. I don't know either. I think I'm becoming just as lost, confused and deluded as these people. Science prevails. Science is the answer. There's no right and wrong. It is what it is. And now we're saying that's not true. No, it's this. Ignore the science. I'm sticking with that. And these other people in the group saying, no, I don't agree with that, you're being disrespectful. These people on TV and thousands, if not millions of people watching this, you know, these people are dangerous. These people are the enemy.
Assuming that it would help to accept them more into society, would you change your position on transgenderism?
The position on transgenderism I want to clarify so that I can tell you what I would change and what I wouldn't change. What I would not change is the idea that you cannot force people to call you what you want to be called. That is anathema to a free society. I will also not change the idea that we should not indoctrinate children in blatant biological falsehoods like there's no such thing as male and female. I think it's very important that kids know there is such a thing as male and female, that these are real categories, and that a man cannot become a woman and a woman cannot become a man. I think that confusing children about this stuff carries its own inherent dangers. Kids are easily confused and easily screwed up.
Still have the choice
ultimate authority over what happens to her body.
But there's a child inside of her body. Hold on. Not What her. about meth?
Like, should she be allowed to do meth?
Yeah.
Switches up now.
I think if someone is doing meth while they're pregnant, that it is completely acceptable for something like, I don't know what the name of the service is in the United States.
Child services?
Child
ECFM.
yeah.
It's her body, though.
Yeah, it's her body.
If she wants to do meth, what's the big deal?
The big deal is that she's intentionally trying to kill a child.
Hold on there a minute.
Yeah, and I see where we're going.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Why do I have to be accountable for the white race?
For yourself.
Right, so if I'm racist, I'll take responsibility for that.
You probably are not racist,
Well, thank you. So then why do I have to comment on somebody else's racism?
But what you should do is take accountability for the racism around you.
But why would you say take responsibility? How can I take responsibility for somebody else's actions? Do you know that a black person is 18.5 times more likely to shoot and kill a police officer than a police officer is to go and shoot an unarmed black man?
Is that the question that I asked you?
No, you asked a hypothetical about if I'm going to take accountability for a racist police officer. But I mean, you don't understand, if I inverted it on you, would you take accountability for all the blacks killing police in America?
That was funny.
No, would you? Why don't you take accountability for all the blacks killing police in New York?
I wouldn't take accountability for...
We can all argue with what he actually said, but what he was doing was he just reversed and flipped the logic, the same logic on him. You know? And that's how these people win these battles against these woke liberals, is use their own logic against them and they freeze. They don't know what to do.
And all I'm saying is you can go by whatever pronouns you want and you are free to do that. However, the expectation for people around you, especially strangers, to just know that you go by they, them. And if you don't, you're filming them in the drive-thru like we see so often on TikTok. You're yelling at people on the street. You're upset because they didn't call you a they, them. That's a you problem.
This is a W right here, and it's literally so simple and true. Strangers aren't just buying this BS that we're all told today, right? We just see what's in front of us, and that's it. You know, if you see a dog walk past, you're going to look at that and go, that's a dog. If a guy walks past, you're going to say, that's a guy. We don't know these days anymore. You can't do that anymore. Our times are flipping changed.